Look, I like KD, especially going against Bartley. I'm totally on KD's side. I'm gonna make a video about that soon. Because Charles Bartley fat loses self, uh, taking shots at KD and KD taking shots back. KD win that all day. But come on, KD. Come on, dude. You just gotta admit, going to the Golden State Warriors was a snake move, was a bitch move, was a cowardly move. It's over, man. Stop it. You can't downgrade the Golden State Warriors, who made it to a finals made it to the finals and a championship without you, and won a championship without you, two finals without you, and won one, and then won one after you left. The same dudes you trying to clown, they won one after you left. You can't compare it to LeBron. Stop trying to take shots. See, the problem is when you did the cowardly move, the LeBron haters backed you up with lies, saying that, oh, LeBron did the same thing. LeBron did the same thing, which is a complete, utter lie. Everybody know LeBron didn't do nowhere near the same thing. LeBron had a problem with the Boston Celtics. LeBron hates the Boston Celtics to this day. He had a problem with 4 Hall of Famers in Kevin Durant, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Rondo. 4 Hall of Famers that was beating him. He was taking them to Game 7 when Kobe was losing to him in 6 with Paul Gasol, Odom, and Artest, all these people on the side. He had trash men going against him. This is the reason why LeBron is teaming now with the idea he don't have faith in general managers. And LeBron mind, I won when I was leading the team. I was being a GM. And the people act like it's a bad thing. And LeBron won a championship everywhere he been. Him and Wade, the Miami Heat didn't been in the final, wasn't in the final for like 4 years. He just lost to the Boston Celtics, Wade, in the first round in 5 games. So LeBron and Wade and Bosh, who everybody know Bosh is irrelevant on that team. Even KD said Bosh is a bum. They formed a team to beat the Boston Celtics. They came together to beat the Boston Celtics, and they did it. They ended them. They ended the Boston Celtics. They came together and ended them. That's how you do it. People act like, oh, that was a weak move. It wasn't a weak move. They came together. Their mission was to end the Boston Celtics, and they did it. You didn't come together. You didn't say, hey, you had an option to go to Houston with James Harden at the time and then bring another star there. You didn't do that. You didn't go to Houston and say, we're going to end the Golden State Warriors. No, you went to the Golden State Warriors. Look, you cannot want to play with Westbrook. Okay, Westbrook is overrated. We know that. Even though you were still up 3-1 with Westbrook against the Golden State Warriors. You could say, hey, I don't like playing with Westbrook. We don't fit. That's understandable. But going to the Golden State Warriors is where the problem come in. That's where the problem come in. You went to a team you was up 3-1 against with Westbrook, and you joined them, and they was in the finals the last 2 years. They beat you when you was up 3-1, came back, and you choked against them, and they was in the finals the last 2 years. Now, if they didn't win the first championship against LeBron injured team, and LeBron, the team that LeBron took them to 6 games with, if they didn't win that championship, then you could have had a leeway to go there and say, hey, they didn't win without me. But since they won the first championship against LeBron, injured when he had Kyrie and Kevin Love, you couldn't go there, dude. They was in the finals the last 2 years, and they beat you. So it was a snake move. It was cowardly. And yeah, you're trying to downgrade the players there. You're trying to downgrade Draymond Green, who was a great passer on that team, and a Defensive of the Year candidate for the last 3 years, and he became Defensive of the Year candidate when you was there the first year. You trying to downgrade Klay Thompson, who was the second best 3-point shooter we ever seen, and he's next to the best 3-point shooter in Curry. A guy who was also a great defensive. He's the best 3-and-D player we ever seen. And they won a championship without you. And if you want to bring MVP up of a finals, then you had Iguodala on top of that. Iguodala was MVP of finals for playing D, like Jaylen Brown. So, look, man, it was ridiculous, man. Come on, you can't compare it to LeBron. LeBron have never done it. He didn't go to the Celtics. What you did was cowardly, man. It was a snake move, and instead you just admitting, like people say, just admit that you probably shouldn't have went there. You should have probably, some people say you should have went to Washington. Hey, if you want to do what LeBron did, you would have went to Houston. Or another team, you would have brought players to another team that got put out the first round or something. You didn't do that, man. And to try to compare a team that been to the finals twice to a Sixer team that can't get past the second round with Embiid. Yeah, he was MVP, but guess what? He can't get out of the second round. And you're going to create Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown never led a team. He led a team this last year, and guess what? They got put out the first round by the Sixers, who once again got put out the second round. Don't give me Jaylen Brown made them this championship team. Guess what? Who they had? They had Ben Simmons, and you can say, okay, Ben Simmons is a bum. Had Paul George, you can say, oh yeah, Paul George is washed. Okay, what about James Harden? James Harden was still a star. Jaylen Brown has never in a season been better than James Harden at his best in the season. Never. And they had Butler. The Sixers had Butler, couldn't get the second round. And Butler is clearly better than Jaylen Brown. It's not even debatable. Butler carried two Miami Heat teams to the finals. And he beat the Boston Celtics. He beat Tatum and Jaylen Brown on his way of doing that. Twice he beat them going to the finals. So he definitely ain't better than the Sixers having Butler. And they had Butler and Ben Simmons at that time. So he definitely ain't better than Jaylen Brown isn't better than Butler. On defense or on offense in the playoffs. So what's this thing where they guaranteed they got the second round because they guaranteed they got the second round before LeBron. Before they got LeBron. No, they weren't. They can't get out the second round. So they got the second round, it's all LeBron. You went to a team that was in the finals the last 2 years and won a championship already, and then the next year had the best record, broke the best single season record. And they beat you when you was up 3-1. That's what made it even worse. They beat you and you was up 3-1. And you went to the team. The definition of cowardly, man. And you just need to stop trying to say enough. The LeBron fans, they let you boost that up because LeBron haters, they let you do that. They knew it was a snake move, but they didn't care because they just wanted to stop LeBron from winning championship because they Jordan Ball boys or they Kobe Tars. So they just wanted somebody to stop LeBron. And they didn't care what bitch move happened as long as it happened. Something that didn't happen during Jordan era, nobody tried to come together and stop Jordan from winning anything. Charles Barkley was one of his biggest cheerleaders with the pom-poms out while he was playing against this guy. Totally weak. That's why I say I take KD's side against Charles Barkley because Charles Barkley is full of crap. He's a fat loser liar. The guy joined the team when he was washed to try to get a championship on the back end. At least you didn't do that. At least LeBron said, hey, I'm in my prime. I'm going to get players on a team that I made, and we're going to take out the team that's the best team, the Boston Celtics. Charles Barkley, talk about driving the bus. Dude, you only drove the bus to the promised land once, and you couldn't get off the bus. Every other time you drove into a wall. KD can at least see that. He said, hey, when I was driving the bus, I at least drove him to the finals. I did more than you. You never made it back to the finals. So we in the same boat. I made it to the finals and I ain't win. Just like you, Charles Barkley. I ain't win. I don't get credit for, I would have guessed Jordan. Okay, once. You made it to the finals once and you got beat by Jordan. So what? You never said, hey, I'm going to stop Jordan. I'm going to come together with some players in my prime. We're going to stop Jordan. No, you wanted the money. Back then, they only could pay one superstar. You weren't taking no pay cut. So, look, KD, stop it. Stop it, man. Stop it. Use a snake for doing that move. And the Sixers ain't the same. Not near the same. Him going to the Miami Heat is not near the same. Not even, they didn't win nothing together. That team didn't win nothing before LeBron came there. They got put out the first round. Him and Wade together took down the Boston Celtics. You didn't look to take down Golden State Warriors. You look to join them. Because you can win some easy chips, and you haven't won a chip since. They won a chip without you. Proving Draymond Green 100% right. We won before you, and we can win without you. We just needed you because guess what? People would have said we were frauds if we didn't win a championship against LeBron. And the only championship we won against LeBron is when his team was totally injured without Kyrie and Kevin Love. So we needed you to come to our team after getting beat by him. We needed you to come to our team because we don't look like frauds. But in reality, we were still great. We didn't think you would come. We didn't think you were heartless like that you would come to our team. But hey, if we can get you to our team and we can rack up these championships, cool. But in reality, they didn't respect it. No one respected it, man. Just take it. Just come on. Move past it, man. And stop trying to make up lies. Because it is what it is.